Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna and I'm part of the Cat Scrappiness design team. Today we're going to be working with the Cowboy Quokka 6x6 Premium cardstock, and we've got all these different patterns that are so fun, and it is double-sided, so you can see you've got lots of options to choose from. And we're going to also be working with the Cowboy Quokka sentiment stamp, and we're going to work with the Cowboy Quokka die cut ephemera. You get 35 pieces with it. I'm choosing to use this one with the lasso, and I'm going to be bringing in our wonky wavy stitched oval dies for this, and I'm just going to show you how you can quickly and easily make a fast card look fabulous with some pattern paper and some ephemera, and it's relatively affordable as well. So I'm just going to use this red, white, and I think it's blue bandana, and on the back we've got the horseshoes, but I'm choosing to use the bandana paper. And I'm going to bring in my Spellbinder's guillotine, and I'm just going to cut it down to an A2 size panel. I'm keeping this really simple and just showing you how you can very quickly and easily make a really nice card. So I'm cutting it at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to use the one little strip on the inside of my card, and I decided to just do that first before I forget about doing it. So I'll just take that strip there, and I'm going to lay it down on the inside bottom of my card. So we'll just get a little glue laid down on there and we'll get it laid down. Now I have worked with this set before. In fact, I did the intro video on the channel and showed you a couple cards, and I'll show you those again just to kind of give you a feel for the ephemera and the rest of the elements that are with the card. Now, since I went ahead and put the inside on there, I went ahead and decided I would stamp my personalized stamp on there so that my card will be completely ready to give once I get finished here. And so I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to bring in my bone folder from Cat Scrappiness and give it a good press so that I've got a good fold on that. And it's going to lay pretty well so I can get my paper laid down on here. So I'm kind of looking at the orientation of how I want my paper, and I decided to turn it with the outer edge of the bandana on the right side of the card, and then the oval. Actually, it's a circle that I've cut away from and kind of made an oval looking. That'll be on the left side. And I think it looks really nice on there. I'm just getting it lined up real nice on my card base, giving a little press. And I'm going to bring in, I've got a navy blue cardstock, and I thought it would look good with that red, and it also would give me a nice landing spot for my Cowboy Quokka lassoing, I should say lassoing Cowboy Quokka. And I'm just going to die cut this navy blue with this die set here, and we'll bring it back in. And it's got some really nice stitch detail along there that I thought kind of went along with the whole rope stitching, and I thought it kind of complemented that nicely, so I was going to use that. Now I'm going to bring in some fun foam and pop this up. I actually ran it through with the same die, and then I just kind of rough cut some of it away because my die, I think, kind of squishes that fun foam and makes it a little bit bigger. So I just roughly cut it down. I'm going to put the sticky side on my die cut piece there, and then we'll just add some glue to the back of it, and this will give our card a little bit of dimension. Now, if you don't have fun foam or foam tape, you can certainly just glue it right straight down on there, and you'd still have a really nice card. But I have a supply of fun foam that I wanted to use, so I'm going to pop this one up and get it laid down there on the card base. And I like how that bandana just kind of frames it. And so I've offset it. Now I've got the Cowboy sentiment stamp set, and I'm going to be choosing a sentiment for this. And I'm going to go with Yeehaw. I thought that would be super fun. And I'm just going to use an acrylic block that I picked up from Cat Scrappiness. And I'll just pick up my stamp with that. We'll grab some ink and we'll get it stamped down. I'm just rubbing my fingers across there, and I thought it'd be nice if I could just go across the short side of that piece of paper, and then I could just trim it down, and it fits. So I'm just going to bring in some Onyx Versified Clear ink and ink it up and stamp it down, just making sure it's good and dark, and then I'll just stamp it down on my paper. And I'm trying to use my grid lines to help me center my cinnamon up on this piece of scrap white cardstock. And that's stamped beautifully. That's the first time I've used the stamp, and it's stamped wonderfully. So I'll just bring in my guillotine, we'll lay it down on there, and I'm going to just try and cut an equal edge on the other side of it. And our cinnamon is ready to go. That's simple. Don't really have to have any fancy tools. You wouldn't even necessarily need, you know, a set of dies if you wanted to just cut out a circle or a square or something and put it on there. But I really love these dies. They add a lot of interest to your card. And you could certainly pick those up at Cat Scrappiness as well. So we'll get some glue on this ephemera, and we're just going to make this our focal point. And we'll get it laid down on here. And I'm trying to be careful just so I don't get any on my navy blue and mess it up. I'm getting my cinnamon out of the way. We'll just get our lassoing Cowboy Quokka laid down on there. And then we'll put our cinnamon on there. I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape on there because it's going to overhang that oval. And then we'll just glue the other side of it, and we'll get it laid down on our card base. And I dropped it. Fortunately, it landed glue side up, so it didn't mess up anything. And we'll just tuck this in on there. And I saw a little bit poking out, so I'm going to get my scissors and try to trim it off. And not very successful, but I think I push it up enough that it doesn't show from the back. Just give it a good snip. And we'll get this laid down on our card. So I'm making this on New Year's Eve, and it will air on New Year's Day. So I want to wish you a happy New Year. And we've got that, and I'm going to bring in some of Cat Scrappiness enamel dots. And I've got this lighter dot that I thought would pop off of the navy blue, and so I'm just going to bring 5 of those in and just kind of place them around my oval just to add some extra interest to the card. And there we go. That'll finish up this card. I am going to bring in the other 2 cards that I had laying there that I wanted to show you, just so you could see some other cards with the product. And so here's this one. We've got Yeehaw on there with our lassoing Cowboy Quokka. And then this one is, I used the stamp and die set, and I colored this one. And this says Giddy Up, and we've got the Quokka on the horse. And then we've got this one that says Cowgirls just want to have fun, using the ephemera and the stencil. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.